And this is the Table Rock Dam Scenic Overlook. Just kind of step down here. Take a closer look. They do have some information out. Of course, you come out here, get you a selfie or a nice photograph. It's a little warm today. It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so there's not too much of a crowd out, I imagine. Probably during sunrise and sunset, you probably get a beautiful view. And I believe this lake is Lake Taneycomo, I believe. And gives you a little bit of information about the dam. It says the lake is the largest lake in Missouri. It covers over 43,000 acres, and it's at 220 feet. It is the deepest lake in Missouri. Has 745 miles of shoreline, and it's roughly the equivalent to the length of the California coast. And it says below the dam is the headwater for Lake Taneycomo, which is a cold water lake with an average temperature of 48 degrees year-round. And they have plenty of trout. They actually have the trout hatchery that releases 575,000 feet or trout into the Lake Taneycomo. It says if you look past downstream to your right are the cities of Hollister and Branson. And this overlook was rebuilt in June of 2024. Okay. So I think this to the right are both Hollister and Branson. This to the right. And over there, if you can make it out, the dam's over there. Looks like they got some nice lake houses. So there is parking on both sides. I parked on the other side, and there's actually a nice little coffee shop there. It's called Vintage Parish. They have coffee, tea, wine, beer, and friends. So if you ever want a cup of coffee, there you go. So you got people way down there. Alright, so this is actually my first stop of the day. Like I said, I will be spending a couple of days in Branson. The plan is to do several videos. I got actually going to stop by a few of the scenic overlooks and just kind of take a look and just kind of show you what it's looking like. And then I will head over to my accommodations for the next couple of days and give you a view of that. So that's the game plan, so let's roll. So this is cool, so you got all kinds of little places you just kind of stop off, take a look at the lake. Got a fella up there taking some pictures. That sounds like a good idea. I think that's what I'll do.
Take your next right onto State Highway 265 South.
Yeah. Alright, so just kind of stepping out here. That's the big building that we saw from the other end. Right down here, if you can see it, that is the dam. Looks like it's got a rocky shoreline. Don't know. I know I'm not going to do it, but I don't know if you can actually find a way to walk down there or not. Looks like you got a fishing dock over there, you know, you drop your boat in the water. And over here on this side, got another view. This one's really cool. You actually have like a little path or a concrete walkway and just kind of walk down by the water, take a look. Got a little bit of shade in spots, not too much though. But I will tell you too, if you do come out here, especially during the summer, make sure you wear a hat or some sunscreen. I figured since we're just kind of making a short stop, probably just go ahead and do without the hat for now. That's pretty neat. You just kind of walk down the walkway here and just get a closer look at the water. So I'm gonna have to, once I get back to my vehicle, just kind of do a little bit of investigating, just kind of see exactly where I'm at. What kind of plants those are. And there you go, it's the end of the line. Alright, so now I gotta do is take the short walk right back up to where I started. But, you know, you always come out here, you know, get your selfie with your fix your hair. It's not a bad spot.
Turn left, then Silver Dollar City Campground will be on the left. Continue on State Highway 265 North for half a mile. Head north on State Highway 265 North. Continue on State Highway 265 North for half a mile. Silver Dollar City Campground is on the left.
Alright. So here we are. This is the place you go to check in. And they do have a pool, and it looks like they got like a gift shop, and you know, just kind of like a community center. I think they also have, you know, if you need to buy some supplies, they have that available. Looks like they got a family room right here, and yeah, so looks like they got an ice machine. So what I'm gonna do now is, of course, just kind of step out for a few minutes, kind of get sorry, I had to take a drink of coffee, kind of get checked in, kind of find out where we're staying at. So as you can see, we're definitely in the woods. You're in Branson, but you are in the woods. Walk around this way. I think I'm gonna look at my door for a minute. So, yeah, so this is really cool. We got a kind of a small balcony out back. Got a nice little porch out front. And it looks like we got some light. And I think they also, each cabin has like a fire pit. And it looks like a grill as well, which I won't be doing any of that. I don't really grill. So I guess this is where I'm going to want to put my, you know, my placard that they gave me. Just to let them know that I'm staying here. Lock the door. Oh, well, okay. Got a nice little screen door. Well, this ain't bad. This is cute. Close this door real quick. Don't want to let out the cool air. You just got like a deadbolt right there to lock it behind you. So okay, so this is the primitive cabin, and this is, you know, this is the cheapest cabin that they offer. I think there's like 4 different cabins, I believe. Could be wrong on that, maybe 4 or 5. But anyway, this is the, like I said, it's the primitive cabin. It's just gonna have your basic. It's gonna have a microwave, as well as a mini fridge. There's no like eating kitchen or anything like that. There's no kitchenette. All of the other ones, I do believe, offer some form of kitchenette, but of course, like I said, it's going to cost you a little bit more money. Or unit, here's just a wall unit. I think these were all handcrafted, so it's pretty, you know, it's pretty neat. You got one window, it looks like over here. I like these chairs. It's pretty nice. And we got kind of a place you kind of look out, you know, see your vehicle if you need to check on things. Yeah, so it's got nice little decorations, and there I am. They got kitchen towels for you. They do have a coffee pot for you. I did actually bring mine because I didn't know for sure what kind of coffee pot they were going to have, but this is just a simple Mr. Coffee, so that might work out pretty good. They got you some coffee mugs, paper towels. Of course, they got a fire extinguisher, you know. Hope you never need it, but there it is if you do. Looks like we got kind of little... Oh, okay, they got like some grilling items for you, but like I said, I won't be doing any grilling. I know it's kind of dark in here, you can't see, but you got some storage area. Over here is okay. So that's going to be your mini fridge, and that is a midi fridge for sure. It looks like it's kind of not on there real stable, so you kind of be careful, you know. Make sure you don't knock that over. Of course, this is a queen size bed, and they do have 2 bunk beds. So I guess, you know, you know, if you got a small family, you know, you just actually, that bunk bed is a pretty good size actually. Of course, I got a little TV, and I did, in my case, I went ahead and probably overpacked. I did because I didn't know what all they were gonna have. So, but they do have blankets. Looks like they got pillows. Looks like they got an extra blanket. This might be the Bible. Yeah, they got a Bible here. And I'm going to say that this is the facilities. I'm just going to walk in here quick. You got pretty basic, you know, you got your hair dryer. You do have a shower. No bath, just a shower, which is fine with me. That's all I do, is showers. And it looks like they got, it's kind of pinned up. Yeah, I think that's just decoration. I don't think there's a window there. But you have some, washcloths, hand towels, bath towels. You got a place to hang some stuff, and you got little decorations here and there. So nothing fancy at all. Looks like they did give you like a complimentary shampoo, conditioner. Looks like they also have some soap for you. Toilet paper, of course. Everything looks clean. It's a cabin. I'm sure they've probably been around for a while, but everything looks pretty decent. You probably stay in some hotels that are probably a little bit worse. And of course, you can lock your. So let's check out some of the other ornaments they have. They got like some fishing stuff. It's pretty cool. Well, they got a place you can probably hang your jackets and all that. So just say too, if you come out here and you plan on doing swimming, probably just best to, have a beach towel. Of course, the other cabins might have a little bit more in the way of towels, but just in case, you never know. In my case, I think I probably definitely overpacked, but I just didn't know what to expect. An old-time photo right there. And it looks like that's probably light switch to the back. Of course, you got curtains, the door, got another screen in door. Got to look out here. Oh yeah, you got a couple of nice little rocking chairs. Nice place to come out, have some coffee. If you like to barbecue or anything, you gotta, certainly do that. Okay. So it's not bad. Of course, we got bugs flying around. It's not bad, I guess I would think that maybe this is the picnic table I would have, I guess, in the grill and the fire pit. But like I said, I won't be using any of that. You're kind of close quarters, but it's not too bad. It's being in good shape. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do now is just get my stuff out of my vehicle and kind of cram as much as I can to the mini fridge. It is rather a small fridge, so, if that's a concern, if you do want one of the other more expensive cabins, you will get like a full-size refrigerator, I think, but not in this case. Alright, so let's get unpacking. And I think I got, I'm actually a gold tier member, I believe. I'm going to have to kind of probably put this down in the details to this video, just to let you know specifically. But I believe I got a 10% discount being a gold member. I think if you're I think it's like it's like platinum member or something like that. I think you get 15%. I could be wrong on that. Of course, if you are interested in checking on that, of course, you could check the Silver Dollar website, just see what those different tiers offer as far as discounts and all that. I'm going to kind of walk back out here towards the back. And I really do like this back patio. And I am actually kind of downhill. There's a squirrel right there. Come out to a little bit of nature. I'm actually downhill a little bit. Not the greatest, but, I can manage. But I'm sure, if you're handicapped, and they do have handicap cabins available, that you will be in a little bit more, level spot for you to get in and out of. It was kind of cool, though, because I did actually hear the train when I was standing out here, or getting stuff out of my vehicle. So, you're right next to the park. I think the shuttle service is like 5 minutes, so you're pretty close to that. Of course, these chairs are really good size. don't see any like hornet's nest, you know, or anything like that. No bees or anything, so that's good. I didn't see any like spiders or anything, which was really good. That was one thing that kind of concerned me. Of course, I got plenty of spiders at the house, so you know, I just, you know, I know that cabins out in the, you know, when you're out kind of by the lake or something, you know, can have quite a lot of spiders around. But as you can see, this chair is actually, rocking chair is plenty big enough. Kind of goes back to me. It's like right there, you got a woodpecker. Of course, as you can hear the music at Silver Dollar City. I think that's 8 o'clock. I think they have like a dance party or something. So that's the music that you hear in the background. Let's see, we got check out the woodpecker. Well, good morning. It's now Tuesday. Spent my first night here at the cabin at Silver Dollar City. Just wanted to kind of show you what I'm looking at early in the morning. I think it's just before 6 o'clock. Last night, you know, as I said, we are close to Silver Dollar City. And last night, I did kind of make out through the trees, the fireworks. However, we couldn't make out the drones. They were just too far away over on the other side there. But it was loud, so if fireworks, you know, if you got PTSD or anything like that, fireworks bother you, you know, it might not be. You might not want to come out here, you know, when they're doing the fireworks stuff, which I think they do during the summer. I didn't film it or anything, because, you know, trees are pretty much just blocking the way, but I just kind of wanted to get on here and mention that. Other than that, you know, it's pretty peaceful. You know, as you see, like I said, it's early, so not too many people up and about. And I will recommend too, and I thought about this last night, you know, if you want to like walk around the campgrounds or anything in the evening, you might want to bring a flashlight. Looks like they do have a little bit of lighting, but you know, if you're walking or if, you know, if you need to drive somewhere, get out to your vehicle, I recommend bringing a flashlight. I didn't, and I kind of regret doing so. So anyway, the cabin itself, last night, of course, you know, was comfortable. It was, you know, it's cool in here with the unit and all that. I did have to, glad I did bring my coffee, little coffee maker to make me some coffee in the morning. But, you know, they do have coffee over here if you want it. They got a couple of bags of just regular, and then they have, looks like a couple of bags of decaf. Went ahead and slept on this bed right here. It was alright, you know, it's no worse than my bed at home, but, you know, it's not, you know, it's alright. And, also I want to mention too, in regards to the internet, as I said, they do have free Wi-Fi if you need it. However, I was going to, do some work last night with my, you know, the video. However, my hotspot, and I use Verizon, you know, so it's pretty good cell service, but it's not working real great out here. So I think I'm probably going to go ahead and probably not stay the second night just because I want to get, be able to use my cell hotspot to get some work done. What we'll do is just kind of walk out front here for a minute. Oh, and I will say too about these chairs, these are pretty not the most comfortable chairs, but I did buy a car seat for my car, so I went ahead and brought that in just to make the seat a little bit more comfortable. So you might want to think, if you got like chair pads or something, you might want to grab you a couple or something just to make it a little bit more comfortable when you're sitting in the chairs, or even outside as well. Walk out the front door. This is kind of what we're looking like out front. So you kind of close to each other, so just wanted to mention that. And it's not bad. Alright, so now it's about just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think after walking into that spider web, I'm going to go ahead and call it a trip to Branson for now. I'm going to go ahead and check out a little bit early, because I'm anxious to get back home. I did actually go to Silver Dollar City a little bit. Didn't film anything, but I just walked around. I wanted to get my souvenir mugs, like the first time I've been out there this year, even though I've been a seasonal pass holder again. So I got my mug, got a drink, got some curly fries, just had a quick lunch, and came back, and it is very hot. They weren't busy at all, but it's just because it's so hot. I'm sure everybody's probably at the water park. So I got everything packed up in my vehicle there, so that's all for now. So until next time, bye.